right. How many people did the homework? How many people read the homework? Show of hands. Oh, okay. I see some hands. Oh, all right. Uh, how many people did it make feel some type of way about the country we live in? Um, we're gonna go over that. Before we go over that, though, I'm gonna show you a difference of what Puerto Rico had that the United States blacks didn't have. This right here is the Jones Act in Puerto Rico, 1917. Citizenship. It says residents of the island were granted United States citizenship and allowed to reject it voluntarily within 6 months of the act being established. Right? Citizenship was offered to the people of Puerto Rico, and they had an opportunity to reject it or accept it. And when we talk about the 14th Amendment really having no force of law on the people who call themselves black because they weren't citizens, we say that the 14th Amendment could only have done two things. Either it offered citizenship or it compelled citizenship on the people that it really didn't have jurisdiction over because they weren't its citizens. So we know that because they couldn't compel citizenship, law can't compel its non-citizens. We know that it could only have been offered. But we don't have, we didn't have any knowledge of how it was offered to us. How was it offered? And so just to show you how, our 14th Amendment had to access, offer citizenship to us, and us not really having any way to accept it or not knowing how to accept the citizenship that was being offered to us, we have to understand that these racial categories is the offer of citizenship that we can either reject or accept. And when you going down there to that Social Security office and you checking white, you are accepting the offer that the 14th Amendment gave blacks who weren't their citizenship. This was the offer. That's what you're doing. You're accepting the offer. All right. And now,
make that larger or more clear? Some people say they can't see that.
Ooh. All right. Yeah, residents of the office. See, a country got to give you an option. It's got to offer. If you ain't their citizens, they got to offer you citizenship. Okay. So I just want us to understand that the 14th Amendment was an offer. An offer without the letting you know how to accept the offer. That was the whole trick bag of the Reconstruction Amendments. The first part, 13th Amendment, outlawed involuntary servitude. So now somebody can't just pick you up and make you a slave. Okay, they turned slavery over to the state, saying that the only way we can make a slave now is to duly convict somebody of a crime. Okay, so when they say, freed the slaves, it freed the slaves, but the real law was to create a switch between private slavery and public slavery through the state. Everybody still with me? Okay, all right. I got a little funny error, little message there. All right, 13th Amendment, 14th Amendment offers citizenship. And I just wanted to show you how in Puerto Rico they was offered also. And this is the way that you have to do business as a country. If you're going into another jurisdiction, you trying to take over, so on and so forth, you got to offer the people their citizenship. They got to have an opportunity to reject it or accept it. And when we were hitting black in this country using those racial categories, understand that we were rejecting the offer of the 14th Amendment. Okay, now let's go into the court case.